Oh boy, it has been quite a busy week for me. Another busy work week for me, but it's almost over. Got one more night of work, and I've already got like so many different topics to talk about, at least several. But there's one in particular that I just wasn't going to go this week without talking about. I'm going to save the rest for Monday's stream, but this one in particular is just too funny to me. And I'm just here, the host, to uncover all of the insanity that's going on in this country and throughout the world. But I'm just here to paint the crazy yet entertaining picture for all of you. And that's what I'm going to do right here, right now, with another one. So keep watching and enjoy. What's up, everybody? It's Zach the Celtics guy here with another video here. It is, I don't even know, man. Everybody, everybody seems to find this stuff and post it all around. I literally could find this off of social media before I could even find it on the legacy media, the fucking boob tube, because they don't tell you nothing. They don't tell you a goddamn thing. So, what exactly am I talking about here? So, we all know Obama has been, of course, campaigning for Kamala Harris and wagging the finger at everybody for not voting for her. It's no different than Hillary Clinton in 2016 scolding people saying that you're sexist if you don't vote for Hillary Clinton, even though Hillary Clinton is a fucking evil warmongering psychopath and Kamala Harris is the same thing. And Obama saying that you're racist if you don't vote for fucking Kamala Harris. So what's the thing going on now? Obama's now comparing Trump to Fidel Castro, the beloved leader in Cuba who outlasted 10 US presidents from 1959 to 2008 and passed away at the age of 90 in 2016, just before Trump won. And Obama's comparing Trump's speeches to Fidel Castro. So just like negatively comparing him to Fidel Castro, it's got to be one of the fucking dumbest things that I've heard all week. And trust me, I've heard a bunch of dumb shit this week. I hear dumb shit all the time. That's the reason why I have this show. I have this show to literally uncover the insanity for all of you. Because how else could you respond? I mean, how else can you respond to this fucking absolute nonsense? So yeah, comparing them to that is just so funny to me. Yet it's so fucking ridiculous. Do you know why it's fucking ridiculous? Because you're negatively comparing Trump, a fucking Zionist cocksucker, to Fidel Castro, an actual progressive leader who actually built on a movement and built on a revolution for his people for decades and decades. Obama is a fucking war criminal. What he did to Libya, what he did to Syria, he has gone after political opponents with the IRS. Remember the NSA scandal? Remember that one? Using the Espionage Act to go after whistleblowers. Oh, I don't know. Julian Assange. Remember the first one, Julian Assange, and then Edward Snowden? Remember when Obama put Venezuela on a security threat list and Obama was the one behind the sanctions regime on Venezuela? Remember that one? Yeah. I totally do too. And remember, the same guy wants to negatively compare another fucking moron to someone who is completely out of Trump's league. Fidel Castro was completely out of Trump's league. Fidel Castro was better than Trump and better than any US president by every stretch of every imagination. The most ridiculous thing is Obama did everything that he's accusing everyone else of doing. Remember when the economy crashed in the US and throughout the world, the subprime mortgage crisis? that was also bankrupted by the Bush administration, the scumbag war criminal Bush administration, massacring Iraqi children and stealing their oil and stealing their resources. Yeah, well, Obama was doing the same thing in Libya. And he bailed out the bankers and bailed out Wall Street. He did that. And he gave more money to the for-profit health insurance companies, aka fucking Obamacare. Not even single payer, not a public option, just more money for the fucking for-profit health fucking insurance companies. So this motherfucker is going to call someone else negatively and compare them to Fidel fucking Castro. When Fidel Castro was better than Trump by every stretch of our imagination. Better than Obama, better than Trump, better than Bush, better than any U.S. president, and better than Biden, and better than Obama, and better than fucking Kamala Harris. Every single one of them. Fidel Castro stood the test of time and actually fought for his people and fought a murderous genocidal embargo that has been there for more than 60 fucking years. And he's been fucking there. And he's stood tall up against U.S. imperialism and has stood with every anti-imperialist leader and revolution throughout the world and for his people. And Obama's going to sit there and say that when Obama was the butcher of fucking Libya and is the reason why Libya has no functioning government when they had the most successful economy in all of Africa? You know the reason why Obama overthrew Gaddafi with puppet NATO countries and with Hillary fucking Clinton, an evil demonic fucking war criminal? You know why? Because Gaddafi in Libya was not going to use the US dollar for oil anymore. He essentially was going to get rid of the petrodollar and he was going to go towards, I think it was the gold dinar or something. So when US officials, when the CIA and fucking these big special lobbyist groups, including AIPAC and all these other scumbags that buy off and pay off fucking American politicians, what do? They think Libya needs some democracy, man. Oh my God, Gaddafi, bad, evil dictator. Even though Libya had the highest standard of living in Africa, richest economy in Africa, rich in oil, rich in resources. Oh my God, when the CIA sees a country that is rich in oil and rich in resources, the CIA thinks that country needs some democracy, man. Yeah, totally. We know. We all know that. We all know this. If you know the history of U.S. imperialism, you'll know. You'll know full exactly what that's about. The U.S. empire sees a country that's rich off in resources and oil. Oh, the CIA thinks they need some fucking democracy. They need some democracy, American style. Yeah, man. Because Obama totally wasn't a fucking war criminal. Oh yeah, he was so much different than Bush, right? Even though he increased drone strikes and murdered innocent Pakistani men, women, and children, and Yemeni civilians just across the board. Yemen, Pakistan, and Somalia increased drone strikes by over 300%. Well, Trump did the same thing. He increased it. He went even further. He went even further than fucking Obama. It was just unbelievable. So Obama's the butcher of Libya. Obama is the Espionage Act king and wanted to act like a fucking tyrant, but he calls Trump a tyrant. No, Trump acted like a tyrant as well. So did fucking Biden, and so did Kamala. None of these people are different than each other. But you got other scumbags that try to act like they are. You got disingenuous pieces of scum like, Sam Cedar and David Pakman, who I fucking despise with every bone in my body, but now that's a topic I'm going to get into Monday. You better get ready for that one. So no, Obama has nothing. Instead of using a valid, legitimate criticism against Trump, Obama decides to actually smear an actual revolutionary leader by comparing him to fucking Trump. Doesn't get any more stupid than that. Because Obama does that. Obama's there trying to tout and act like, he's acting like, the black community not voting for Kamala Harris. There's so many people in the black community not voting for Kamala Harris. Like, oh my God, those people must be self-loathers and stuff like that. It would be like, you're like me, okay, as a gay man. It would be like me. Okay, what if we had the first gay president? But what if that president had shitty policies? I'm not gonna vote for them because they're gay. It don't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. It's the same thing with Maura Healey here in Massachusetts. She's lesbian. It has nothing to do with her being lesbian. I'm not going to vote for her just because she's lesbian. I'm looking for someone who is actually good on policy. And Maura Healey sucks on policy. Maura Healey's been a disaster for Massachusetts. Go back and look at all my videos, and you'll see. You'll see all the videos I made about her. Trust me. You should know that at this point. And all that. But no, Obama has no credibility. He's out there propping up the establishment because he is a part of the establishment. Obama is a part of the establishment. Obama was no different than any of these other leaders trying to sit there and trying to lecture other people, trying to lecture women, trying to lecture the black community, trying to lecture everybody else about, oh, you got to vote for this one. You got to vote for that one. Okay. Remember when Obama got behind Anthony Brown in Maryland in 2014? You know, the guy, a part of the O'Malley administration in Maryland that raised 40 straight taxes in a row and nearly bankrupted Maryland's economy and sent them down the drain with a $375 million revenue shortfall, or I think it was even worse than that. It was basically a very similar situation we had in Massachusetts then, and we have now with the current administration. So Obama's backing every shitty person that there is, and Obama's going to try to lecture you into how you should vote and what you should do with your life. Obama wants to lecture you and thinking that he's better than you, because Obama thinks he's better than you. Obama is an arrogant douche canoe who wants to be arrogant and wants to lecture you that you need to vote this way. If you don't vote for this way, you're a racist, you're a sexist, you don't care about women or people of color, you don't care about this and that, you don't care about any of the blah, 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 fucking blah. You don't care about that. No, totally, man. It's so ridiculous. It's so disingenuous. He's gonna compare Trump, a fucking Zionist cocksucker who he as well has never met a war and an establishment policy that he didn't love. And Obama's the same. Trump was no different. Literally, Obama was the reason why we got Trump. Obama was the reason because black people voted for Obama twice, and there were many people that voted for Obama twice, and they went to Trump because they were sick and tired of how shit was, and they went to him. And they're gonna go for Trump again. A lot of them are gonna go for Trump again. That's just a fact. But Obama's out there trying to tout and trying to wag the finger at someone like a fucking school teacher. He is there lecturing you like Mr. fucking Culpepper from the fucking Wild Thornberrys on the Komodo Dragon episode, acting like, you gotta write this paper, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, blah, blah, fucking blah. And just sitting there like with that fucking Mr. Culpepper voice, like, oh my God, you gotta do this, Eliza, you don't do this, you gotta, that fucking, it's such bullshit, man. It's like, these fucking politicians, you know where they come from? They come from the establishment, and they come from fucking dumbasses that vote for them. That's where they come from. So you've got this situation here that's just completely, Obama has no room to talk about anybody. Obama's the one that created the situation. He had all the time in the world to do all the things he wanted. When he had the supermajority, he could have gotten all this stuff done. He was too busy bailing out Wall Street and bailing out the big banks that caused the problem. He didn't prosecute the Bush administration. He didn't stop the wars. He actually continued the wars. He took us from 2 wars to 6. He increased drone strikes by 300%, more than 300%. Libya, destroyed Libya because Libya stopped with the petrodollar. It was the same reason the scumbag Bush administration murdered and massacred Iraqi children in a war based on a lie to go after Saddam Hussein, because Saddam Hussein was going to also stop using the petrodollar and was protecting his resources, because Saddam Hussein was protecting his own resources. He was protecting his own resources. And the scumbag Bushes were trying to start what Daddy didn't finish in the Gulf War. And Obama was trying to do even more criminal shit that Bush was doing. Obama just continued it. Then Trump continued it by bombing Syria. Then Trump did it with Venezuela. Then he did it with all these other different places. Did it with Cuba too. It's so funny. Trump, no one was a bigger asshole to Cuba than Trump was. You know, Trump increase the sanctions on Cuba, that you dumbass, you actually did a good thing with Cuba. Obama, I did give Obama rare credit for Cuba trying to lift the embargo. But funny enough, Obama was all for the embargo in the beginning, and then of course he had to wait till his second term to get, to get that right wing Cuban vote in Miami. He had to wait to get that right wing Cuban exodus right wing vote in Miami. He had to wait to get that because he had to get Florida in order to win re-election against fucking Mitt, I sleep with 47 wives Romney. He had to wait to do that. And then we ended up with the situation of this. And then Obama did that with Cuba. Then Trump increased it. So Trump was a complete fucking scumbag to Cuba. And he made malicious lies about Fidel Castro over and over and over again, including many members of his administration, accusing them of the same things that we do here. Oh, they violate human rights. Every American president and politician is violating human rights right now, including minority rights, women's rights, you name it, and political rights and everything else. And all the politicians, Democrat and Republican, same thing they accuse Cuba of doing over and over and over again. And you've got that monopoly there. So the whole thing is, Trump said all this stuff about it. Now, you should be on board with Trump for what he said about Fidel Castro. Why are you comparing Trump to Fidel Castro? Trump was an enemy of Cuba. Trump was a scumbag piece of shit to Cuba and to Venezuela and to Latin America in general. He was just a fucking piece of shit neocon scumbag, just like Bush, just like Obama, just like Biden, just like Kamala Harris. It's no different. The politicians are no different than each other, but they all love to act like they're different than each other. That's the thing. Kamala Harris is getting endorsed by Dick fucking Cheney, a bloodthirsty, torturing, sadistic, scumbag, murdering, war fucking criminal, and his fucking piece of shit daughter. I don't give a shit about his fucking daughter. Fuck her. Fuck that stupid whore. I'll say it. Fuck that stupid warmongering fucking whore. Fuck her and fuck her father and fuck her entire fucking family. I don't give a fuck. And they're getting endorsed by fucking Kamala Harris, and you expect people to vote for that? Fuck that shit. And Obama's sitting there calling Trump fucking Fidel Castro. You can't make this shit up, man. I'm telling you. We live in a fucking clown world. And I'm here to host the clown world. And I'm here to not just host the clown world, I'm here to bring it to the forefront and paint a colorful picture to you in an entertaining way and rip this stuff into a million pieces and debunk it bit by bit and just bit by bit and do it like a tabloid talk show, because that's just what I do, man. I'm a political host, but I'm also like a tabloid talk show. So it's like you slap it together, and that's what you got on this channel. Obama's a joke. Obama's a clown for saying this. Well, Trump is the same thing. So, Trump's going to accuse Obama of being a fucking socialist. He's going to accuse Obama of being a fucking communist, which is retarded. It's like Obama tries to accuse the Republicans of being like the Nazis, and then you got the fucking Republicans accusing Obama of being like a communist. It's just retarded, man. Every bit of it is retarded. These assholes accuse everybody of the same. They accuse each other of the same shit because they're so much alike each other. It's unbelievable. Now, I'm going to sit back and watch them do their thing because I ain't voting for them. I'm not voting Democrat. I'm not voting Republican. I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not voting for Kamala Harris. I'm voting Green. I'm a Greens man. I'm a Green Party man. I'm a Green Party man, economically liberal, but I also have some economically leftist, rather. I'm economically leftist. I'm a social, revolutionary. I have some socially conservative principles. I want to end the wars, be an isolationist in foreign policy. You're not going to get that with the two-party system. And Obama can spin the numbers and try to accuse everybody of anything that he wants, but we're going to come out here and bust his ass up, especially if you're a revolutionary like me. And you see through this fucking garbage for what it is. It's garbage, and the politicians are garbage. You can spin the numbers and try to accuse everybody of everything, but the reality is the only clown here is him and the other assholes. Fidel Castro was a better leader than Obama, Bush, Trump, Biden, and Kamala Harris combined, and even the people that came after him. The current president right now, well, there's economic problems in Cuba because of the fucking U.S. embargo. And of course, the so-called COVID pandemic that's been used by the world and by the WHO and by the big banks and the Rothschilds and all the big special interests of the world to jack up prices and tank world economies and all that. I mean, they used it. They used it to their own advantage, and that's why the world is the way it is. And this stretches far beyond Cuba. But Cuba's got to deal with that, and they also got to deal with a genocidal U.S. empire embargo on them for over half a century. That's what they've got. And anyone who says that socialism is why Cuba the way it is fucking lying to you. Don't listen to them. Call them a fucking retard and walk away because they're lying to you. And they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know political definitions or terminology. They are the reason why the American stereotype across the globe exists, why we look like a bunch of idiots on the world stage, because you got idiots like this who don't know the difference between socialism, communism, capitalism, and everything else. They don't know the difference. The reality is that. And I'd vote for anybody in Cuba, any political leader in Cuba, before this two-party system, except for two. I'll cast my vote on two. Jill Stein and Dr. Shiva. Those two are the ones I put my money on. But Obama, man, Obamacare, just Obama's entire administration, NSA scandal, everything else. Obama? What a joke. Give your Nobel Peace Prize back to Norway. Hey, I think Norway is calling, where the Nobel Peace Prize originated from. They'd like to have it back. I think the people of Norway are calling, and they'd like to have their Nobel Peace Prize back after this. And that is that. Obama versus Trump. Fidel Castro is looking above. He's looking above, and he's looking down from above. And he's like, the American empire that I stood against in the tests of time is still raging on. Viva, viva the Cuban Revolution. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say on this topic. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all learned something from this. Quite an interesting topic, I know. Quite the topic, I know. It's always something with me, man, on this channel. But anyways, stay tuned for more. There is more stuff on the way, coming your way. I will be back on Monday with my next stream. Plenty more to talk about, so look out for that. Other stuff in the works, stay tuned. Got to get ready for my graveyard shift, and got about 20 minutes to get ready for that shift. So anyways, look out for that and other stuff in the works. Stay tuned. Have yourselves a great rest of your weekend. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay well, stay classy, keep fighting, keep up the good fight, keep on rocking, take care of yourselves and all each other, and I will see you comrades in the next one. Till next time, peace. Have a good rest of your night and weekend. I'll see you all on my stream on Monday, and more coming up soon. Bye for now. So long.